This moment still gives Acacia Young chills. She hears a voice and realizes she's being watched.
I looked up and the blue light was on and the camera was rolling.
She took the camera down, but it was the start of a criminal case against her fiance's ex-wife.
It was his ex-wife's voice. It was her voice.
At first, the ex-wife, Rayna Bell, denied the accusations, referring to them as a smear campaign. But more than a year after it all began, Bell has changed her plea to guilty.
Relieved. Absolutely relieved, because we've been trying to convince everyone, of the truth. And now we no longer have to do that. She admitted it herself.
Prosecutors say Bell live streamed more than 700 hours from her ex-husband's Ring cameras inside his home in Rancho Penasquitos, including private medical and financial conversations and moments when the family was undressed. Young says more than a dozen clips have Bell's voice on them, like this one.
I'm trying to see what these.
We tried so hard to try to restore the peace, the security, the privacy. Once you are robbed of that, it's almost impossible to try to restore that in your home.
Now, Young says it's forced her family to move, replace all their home security cameras, and even then, it's hard to feel completely safe.
You're always going to feel like they can do it again. Or if they had the opportunity, they would do it again.
Court paperwork shows Bell pleaded guilty to a downgraded misdemeanor charge, admitting to eavesdropping using an electronic device. She'll have to pay restitution and was ordered to 1 day in custody with credit for time served.
Interesting story here. You have a lady named Ayanna Bell, all right? I seen this and I wanted to talk about this. So you have a lady, Ayanna Bell, who divorced her husband, right? He moved on with another woman. And, I don't know her background, but she ended up basically hacking a security cameras and spying on them. They said over 700 hours or some crazy stuff like this. They have private information and all that stuff. And hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. And, I was on Instagram and I seen the video on Instagram, and this was in San Diego. I'm not sure the ethnicity of his new wife. Obviously, he was a brother. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. His new girl might be black, might be mixed or something like that. And obviously, they had a new child. They had a child. And, I'm willing to bet that more than likely she left him. She divorced him. Okay. More than likely she divorced bro. Or, she was a head case. 'Cause guess what? He moved on. And I say that all the time again. I talked about this a little bit in a LeVar Ball video with his wife leaving a little bit. Women will leave a man thinking that they got better options. And I really think they believe they got better options, whether in a prime or in a decline. They really believe that they have better options. And it's comical because time and time again, and we know they don't live in reality. They don't live in statistical reality by the numbers. But time and time again, whether they leave a marriage or they leave a man with children or without children, they get in a relationship or they don't. It's harder for them to get into a relationship. They go out there and they have the dream. They just like guys. They go out there and they have a dream to sleep around, and they just really want to throw their pussy around so bad. And they go out there and they throw their pussy around, and they think, I can always get a better nigga. I can always find somebody better. I can always find a better man. They catch some STDs, right? They catch some STDs, or then they get tired of just getting pumped and dumped, and they get their clitoris, get their little thrill, and then it's like, okay, I'm ready to get a man, and they think they can just get a man like that, and they don't. Therefore, then you have her stalking the ex, and basically what it's about is she want to get back with him. She made a mistake. For the most part, one part of it could be she lost a good man and she knows she made a mistake. She just wanted to fuck somebody else, or she just didn't want to conform, or she thought that she was going to have her way and he wasn't going to walk away, or she tried to bait him with divorce and I want a divorce. He's like, I'll take the divorce. You're miserable and all this stuff. And he moved on. Most guys tend to move on after a divorce or after a breakup. They tend to move on. And they find out everything they don't want in that last wife. They find out everything they don't want in the next one, and everything they want everything they want in the next girlfriend, and they go pick well, you know. And you know, a lot of women call it a starter wife, but the thing about it is this: it's not even just about being a starter wife. Y'all know what men want, and it's not complicated. Women can control a man, and a man can think he's in control of the relationship, and they know they can do it. But most women just want to jump in a man's life just to fuck his momentum up. They don't want to build, they want to destroy that man's life. And that's why you hear women, they put a lot of projection, because women can't really empathize with men. You know, the only time they kind of can empathize with men if they dress up like a man and do a like and do like one of them studies, or they have young boys they raise and stuff. That's the only time they can empathize with men. Everything they project or how they see men through is through a female's eyes. So they say, well, men just be jealous of women. No man is jealous of no woman, bro. Hell no. Now, if y'all competing for a position or something like that, you might get that, you know, you might get some misogyny in there where he might be, oh, she's a girl, how did she get the position over me? And you do get these unrealistic ass ninjas out here who really think, oh, I'm a man and, you know, I deserve to get it because I'm a man, and not because I'm just better, I'm smarter, I'm faster, I'm stronger. No, I do understand that when you're competing for partners or promotions and all that, or you can just competing for in sports. I get it. But in general, men are not, especially in relationships. Why am I jealous of my woman? I'm not jealous of them. Women are jealous of men. Women are mad because they want to be the decision makers and be the men, but they can't. But in this situation with her, she couldn't move on, and she's not a bad looking woman at all. She couldn't move on. He moved on. He was happy. She stalked him because she couldn't do better. She couldn't do better. She couldn't move on. She probably went out there and got her fucking coochie popped 1,000 times. And she couldn't get a dude to move in. And I say this, if I'm a woman, it's going to be hard pressed for me to tell another man that I'm divorced, especially when it was my fault. Men, oh, you divorced him? Your husband did all that stuff and you left him? Dog, men are going to fuck you over. But it was women in the comments says, oh, see, this is why I'm single and this is why I don't want a man. Look what a man make you do. No, you made you do that to yourself. That man didn't make you do none of that type of shit. That man didn't do none of that to you. You chose to, you know, have a ring on it. And it doesn't sound like they had no children together neither. I could have missed that part. You probably didn't want to give him no children. You probably was with him because you was broke. You needed it to survive. He got with a woman that was submissive, that gave him a child. They moving on with their life. In the end, you just couldn't move on. Contrary to what you believe is always a better man, it ain't. It ain't. It might be a better dick. It might be more opportunities for sex. Women have found out no guy wants to sign up and be your husband. When you a shitty person. You don't want to cook. You don't want to clean. You don't want to listen. You want to get people in debt. You want to be a terror. You just come to destroy because you're unhappy. No. Some people are just unhappy people and they just shouldn't be with people. You're just unhappy, and then you stalk this man. This woman done nothing to you. This woman done nothing to you. This man probably didn't do nothing to you. This man didn't do shit to you. And all the women, this is why I'm single. Cool, stay single. Most women's identity is just it's about a man. Their identity online, a man. When they get with their homegirl, a man. When they TV, it's a man. Most women don't have their own identity in America. It's a man. All they say is a man. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of that shit. You know? Take some responsibility for your own actions as a woman. Oh, men should just know it. Men should just do this. And like I said, some of the traits that you look for in a woman, bro, if you can find loyalty in a woman, trustworthiness, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you already on the right route, but I really just didn't understand like all and that dog would do, he ain't shit. I can get a better dude and I can do it. Okay, cool. And most women can't. That's the fun fact about it. Most of these women can't. You know, but hey, you know, most of these women can't. But hey, it is what it is, or it is what it ain't. Appreciate the love, support. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. hit the link in the description on the Patreon.